Hey YouTube, so it is 4:15. I am leaving work now. It is 44 degrees outside. It is December 7th, 2017. And I am on day four of my new program, my freestyle program. And I have hit my first snag. Okay, so snag number one. So today I was presented with a challenge. I had a meeting today, several meetings today, or several what we call professional developments that I had to facilitate and sit through. And every time we have those at my school, it is up to a grade group to bring in snacks. And it was not our turn today. It was second and first, I believe. Not that that matters. And there was queso dip. There was cookies. There was chips. There was homemade queso dip, by the way. There was vegetables, which I ate. There was some hot chocolate, which I didn't touch. I'll put a picture in of what the table looked like. At first, I thought, oh, I'm not going to have any of this, or I'm just going to have some vegetables, and I had some vegetables and dip, and I tracked it. And then I texted my daughter, Amber, who's also on Weight Watchers, and I sent her the picture of the table, and I said, I cannot believe I'm faced with this. And she said, Mom, have some. You've got plenty of weeklies. And I thought about it, and I do. I've had rollovers every day. I won't have one today, but I've had rollovers every day. So I'm in like the 40s, like 46, I want to say, of weeklies. So I tracked everything I ate. I ate more than I should have. I feel it. My stomach is rumbling. I ate a cheese dip. But I will tell you that I also drank a colon tea last night. So hopefully most of that will find its way out, if you know what I mean. But I definitely feel it. I overate. I ate too much. But I did also eat a lot of vegetables. I ate one cookie. The big thing I ate was the chips and the dip. The chip being tortilla chips and the queso dip. But I did track it. I counted my chips and I tracked them. I counted the one cookie that I ate for 3 points because there was no way to really like figure that out. And then, because I wasn't really sure, I had like one piece of cheese, like literally like a cube, and then I had a couple of pieces of like sausage, or like a summer sausage. I just threw in an extra like 4 points, and I said, okay, that, you know, I probably had 4 points that I didn't handle, whatever. So now I'm down to 5 dailies for the day. I haven't had dinner. Now I will say this, I'm not hungry. I did not eat my egg cup this morning because, again, I wasn't hungry because I took a tea for a reason. I drank the tea for a reason. I did have my lunch, which was only 1 point. I had my Olay wrap, and it was like 1.5 ounces of turkey breast, which is 0. And then I had like a salad on top of that, basically, with arugula and spinach. And then I had a pickle, which is 0. And then I had a bunch of fruit for 0. So I wouldn't be surprised if I'm not up tomorrow by a little bit because of the salt content that was in what I ate today. But then again, I'm also I had the tea, and I know that the tea is going to work because it always does. I may drink another one tonight just because I feel like I really need a good clean out. But anyway, so there was kind of this non-scale victory of, okay, I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to touch anything. And then Amber reminded me, she's like, Mom, you've got plenty of weeklies. You haven't touched your weeklies. You've got like 46 weeklies, and it's Thursday. You know, you're going to reset on Monday. So, you know, you're halfway through your week and haven't touched a weekly. And I've really banked, I mean, I know that I've only banked, you can only bank 4 a day, but there have been days where I've ended with 10 and 7 points because chicken and shrimp and things like that are now free. So, I mean, I literally the other day had a 1 point dinner. Never had a 1 point dinner because the chicken that I make is I usually eat about 3 to 6 ounces of chicken because I keep my points so low through the day. So I think I'm okay, but it's the first time where I am scared that maybe I overdid it. Now, if I did, I did. Next best thing. So what's the next best thing? I have a good dinner. I stay within my points for dinner, which would put me at 5 points. So Norm has had a great day, but he's going to order dinner for himself tonight. Well, he's got the points to do it. He's got like 20 points. So with 20 points, he can order, you know, a sub and maybe some french fries, or he can have 20 points worth of pizza. Okay? I don't know if he will. I don't know what he'll order, but you know, he might order a wrap. I don't know. So, I told him, and this is where the snag comes in. Now that I've had the salt and the sugar today, I want more salt. So he said, what do you want if I order something? I said french fries, and I said I have the points. Well, I do have 5 dailies left, because I literally walked into that meeting today having had 1 point all day. So I was at 22 points. I'm now down to 5. Okay? So that's 21, 20, 19, 80. So I ate 17 points at this meeting. So if I have french fries and the amount that I usually eat comes out to about 10 points, I'm going to use 5 of my weeklies. But I hardly ever touch my weeklies, and when I do, it's on the weekend, and I've always been fine with 35. So I feel like if I go into my weekend with 35 weeklies, I'm still doing what I've always done. I'm just kind of spreading the wealth out, you know? Like the one day this week, I ended the day with like 12 points, and because I had eaten, but I was full. I had eaten all day. So, so that's my snag. It's not that I've done something wrong. Like I said, I still have 5 points, and 46 weeklies. What I feel like I've done wrong is I have that many weeklies, and I don't. Now, instead of feeling like, oh, I've got 30 weeklies I can use, or 35 weeklies I can use, I feel like, oh, I got 46 weeklies I can use. And I don't want to go hog wild, because I'm also eating, in my opinion, bigger portions of chicken and shrimp. But again, I think my body's going to need some time to adjust. So I'm not looking for a loss this week. I'm looking to maintain. I won't weigh until Monday, but I'm looking to just maintain this week while I learn this new program. And then I would like to lose, if I maintain and don't gain, I would like to lose 2 pounds between now and Christmas, which is about 20 days. What's today? The 7th. So, you know, a little less than 20 days. So, you know, I could theoretically lose 2 pounds, but I want to be 170 something by Christmas, and I want to have lost 40 pounds. Now, in order to have lost 40 pounds by Christmas, I will have to lose 3 or 4 pounds by Christmas, and I don't know that I'll be able to do that, you know. But anyway, we don't know. We'll see. Maybe this program will be the kickstart I need, and before I know it, this coming weekend, this coming Monday, I'll be, you know, 175 pounds. Ha, ha, ha. But, you know, I don't know. I'm waiting to see. But I just want to say my snag was really sitting there and thinking, I'm not going to have any of this. Nothing up there can I eat. You know, and then I saw vegetables. So it's like, well, I'll have some vegetables and a little bit of dip. I counted the dip. Well, there's chips with queso, which is a weakness of mine. Always been a weakness of mine. In fact, I'm not big on Mexican food or Southwest food, except for the chips and queso or the guacamole. With thank God they didn't have that. But yeah, so that's what I spent my points on today. It is very rare for me to go home on a Thursday, or any weeknight for that matter, with less than, I mean, at my lowest, when I first started this program, and I was doing like 5 and 6 points for breakfast and 5 and 6 points for lunch, and then trying to keep my dinner at the same, you know, I sometimes was, at the worst, was going home with like 10 points. This is the lowest I've ever been going into dinner. But I didn't eat dinner last night because I wasn't hungry, and I did have a little dessert, so I probably won't have dessert today because, again, I already feel like I ate too much, I don't even know that I'll have dinner. And if he does get me French fries like I asked, I won't have a whole bunch of them. I'll just have a few. And my plan is, if I use points tonight out of my weeklies, is to use 5 of them, which would take me down to still 41 weekly points. Would not give me any rollovers today. I've already rolled over 16. So I think I can only have one more rollover this week anyway. Because I think you can only roll over up to 20 unless it's 24. Maybe it's 24. But either way, I could have 1 or 2 rollovers still this week. But I could do that on Friday night. I could do that on a Saturday. Probably not. But I don't know. Now, will they roll over from week to week, or if I don't use them? Well, no, I guess if I don't use them by Monday, they're gone, right? Yeah, well. Anyway, I think I'm okay. I've just got to wrap my head around the fact that I've got so many weeklies. Like, you know, in the past, I would have looked at the weeklies and said, okay, I can use some weeklies anyway today, and probably would have had a little bit at this meeting. But looking at, you know, the amount of weeklies I had almost made it worse. I was almost like, you know, I don't want to use any of those. That's too many. I shouldn't have that many. So I didn't want to use any. And I didn't. I'm still at 5 for the day. I don't know. I'm rambling. I know that I'm rambling. But, you know, in the comments below, are you guys having any issues with the new program with the Flex? Or not Flex. It's Flex in the UK. With the freestyle. I think I'm doing okay. But I guess the scale will tell. And I'm going to give this its due diligence. I like it. I enjoy it. But because I enjoy it, and I think that's our mentality as, Americans, or as people, or as humans, if I'm enjoying it, or as dieters, it's our mentality as dieters. If I'm enjoying it, it must not be the right thing to do, right? So because I'm enjoying having the chicken and the shrimp and the you know, whatever else is 0 points, mostly chicken for me, but whatever else is 0 points, it must be wrong. You know, I'm enjoying the diet more, or I'm enjoying the lifestyle more because I'm able to eat those things. But right now, my stomach feels terrible because I had the cheese queso dip. But hopefully that'll keep me from kind of eating dinner tonight, or at least eating much dinner tonight. And then tomorrow's a new day, you know, and I'll be back on track, and I'll be just fine, and I will maintain this week, or I will lose this week. But I feel like I'm stressing a minute. I feel like I'm freaking out a little bit. And we'll see what happens. And in the meantime, I don't know what Norm's going to do, because he's talking about ordering, and, you know, with 20 smart points to order out, it seems like a lot, but I don't know. He's really going to have to track some of the stuff to see what he's going to order. And maybe he'll use some of his weeklies. He's got weeklies too. So I don't know. We'll have to see. He should have like 50 weeklies. So, you know, maybe he'll use some of those, and that's okay too, if he wants to use those on a Thursday. I know this weekend, you know, tomorrow's Friday. I know this weekend we don't have, that's cups rolling around in my back of my seat. Sorry. We don't have a lot planned. Friday, I don't think we have anything planned. Oh yeah, we do. Oh no, tomorrow night we're going out with my colleagues from work again, with the work thing, but we get to order what we want, and my intention was to maybe have a drink or two. Okay, so new plan. So this is my plan. I still have weeklies. My plan is to go ahead and go out to this dinner tomorrow night, have something light, eat my breakfast and lunch, which will only be 2 points, have something light. I'm going to step on the scale tomorrow morning to collect some data. And if the data says I'm up by a significant amount, then I won't have my drinks. If the data says I'm where I was today or down, maybe I'll have a drink or two. And then I'm going to calculate them and see how many of my points I use. Saturday, we usually do something Christmassy on Saturdays in December. Again, here's another one of my freak out sessions. I have an appointment on Sunday that's going to last me all day. My consultations, I have like, I want to say like 7 of them on Sunday. So it's going to take me from like 11 o'clock in the morning till probably 11 or 12 o'clock at night. And I probably will be presented with food, but I know that a lot of times when I'm at these things where I have a lot of people to do at one time, I want to just roll through them, so I have a tendency to not eat, or I will eat very little, or I'll munch on something. But hopefully it won't be a major deal. And I don't know, this is going to be the first test for me of, I had a Thursday that was, bigger than I wanted it to be. I'm going to have a Friday that's bigger than I want it to be. Saturday, I don't know what we're doing. Sunday, I'm going to this thing where I'm going to be there all day doing consulting, and there'll be food, I'm sure. There always is. And so that'll be bigger than I want it to be. I'm sure there'll be brownies and things like that. So yeah, I'm going to be putting those 46 points to use. And I think my new strategy for this weekend is going to be to not go negative. Now, I've never gone negative. Even on Thanksgiving, I didn't go negative. And I tracked. So, I don't know. We'll see. But that's going to be, I think, my goal, is I'm not going to go negative. I'm going to minimize my points, minimize my weeklies to the best of my ability, and still enjoy my Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And then Monday's a new week. And I'd like, again, to at least maintain on Monday, if not lose. I mean, secretly in the back of my mind, I really want a loss. But in the month of December, honestly, I think if we just maintain, we're doing something right. But let's see. Let's see what happens. I need to kind of get over this little freak out session I'm having about this weekend and about today, and know that my plan works. The problem is, if we hadn't changed plans, right, and everything was still the same, I would still have 6 more points or 7 more points than I have now for the night. So I'd still feel totally fine. Because nothing, well, no, I'd have to count for my eggs. So I'd still have at least 5 more points than I have tonight. And so I'd be at 10 going into dinner instead of 5, which I know I can do 10 points at dinner. Plus, some weeklies if I need to. So because we started a new plan, I would be able to say on the old plan, I know this will work, I'm fine, I've done this before. Because of the new plan, I'm questioning. So I need to woosah and just go, you know what? The plan's gonna work. Let's see what happens. I also don't want my very first weigh-in on this plan to be a week where mentally I believe I've screwed it up. Now, maybe I didn't. Maybe that's all in my head, and I need to get out of that mind frame of, hey, you've messed this up, and just understand that a loss is a loss, a maintain is a maintain, a gain is a gain, and we'll move forward. I have really truly yet to gain. I have maintained, or I've gained an ounce or 2. But I've never truly lost or gained an entire pound or more than a pound or anything like that. So I think that's part of my problem too, is that I'm so successful on the old plan that the new one is starting to kick in and scare me. So tell me your thoughts down below. Tell me your thoughts. Are you having any issues on the plan? Are you loving it? Are you hating it? Are you going to go back to just tracking your smart points and giving yourself what you knew the smart points were, 2 or 3 points for the chicken and shrimp? I mean, it's a possibility. You can certainly still do that. Are you going to go back and pretend that you still have 23 points or 30 points instead of 23? Are you going to go not roll over your weeklies? I mean, I guess you could rewrite the plan in your head, and tweak the numbers. Or are you going to give this a chance? You're going to ride it out. Like, tell me what you're thinking. What are your thoughts so far? Like this video, share it if you think it'll help somebody. And also subscribe. If you haven't subscribed yet, you'll become one of my subscribers, and you will get a little notification from YouTube that will tell you when I've posted a new video. And I post at least one a day. Today you're going to get 2, because I did do an introduction video this morning where I kind of reintroduced this page or this channel so that you knew what my intentions were here. If you didn't watch that one, you can go back and watch it, and then you can know that this is where my intention for this channel is, and that is to be the meeting that I don't attend. Right? You guys are my meeting, and I want to be your meeting. So anyway, I'm going to jump off here because I've already talked for 20 minutes. I got about, I don't know, 20 minutes before I get home, and my stomach is rumbling, boy, and I'm not feeling good. So if I do anything tonight, I will post a picture if I remember. If not, I'll try to jump back on here and close out the vlog. If I forget, I always forget. I have an appointment tonight at 6. So we'll have to see, and we'll see what happens. In the meantime, YouTube, have a terrific Thursday. Tomorrow is Friday. Oh, show me your Christmas leggings. Let me see your Christmas leggings. I have 4 pair of Christmas leggings now, and I am so excited by all of them. If you have a cute pair, show them to me. And I will chat with you guys soon. Have a great evening.